So the AI trade is completely changing right now. The easy money is no longer just in NVIDIA. And one of the biggest shifts is happening in the market right now. And investors are moving beyond simply buying AI chip companies like NVIDIA, AMD, or Broadcom, or just getting exposure to the hyperscalers like Microsoft, Amazon, Google. But the market's asking some important questions now, like who benefits from the hundreds of billions of dollars being spent by the hyperscalers in order to build out AI? One of the sectors that has been exploding is the energy sector. I have a stock chart up here on GE Vernova. This has been one of my best trades over the last couple years. And we'll talk a little bit about energy and some of the other things that are interesting, but it's even changing faster than that. It's going beyond what we've seen the last several months with AI memory and energy. And I'm going to give you guys some interesting insights, some tickers to watch. So make sure you stick around and watch the video to the end. You're not going to want to miss what we've got for you. Also, this is a new channel for me. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe down below. I started on the crypto side of things, still heavily invested in Bitcoin and crypto, but also heavily invested in this AI trade, robotics, and a number of stocks. Robinhood being one of them. But make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because we're going to be putting out a lot more content, things that I like, trades that I'm making, etc., right here for free on YouTube. So show me some love with that like button and hit that subscribe. But let's talk a little bit more about how AI is moving from chips to infrastructure, because I think this is the most important point to start from. The first phase of the AI boom was all about GPUs. That means it's all about NVIDIA, AMD, one of the competitors there. But this next phase that we're kind of in right now, it's power generation, updates to the grid, data centers, memory, cooling, networking, and the AI build out has become an infrastructure story. So data center electricity demand is projected to rise dramatically over the rest of the decade as AI workloads consume way more power than any kind of traditional computing. And so memory, assets like Micron, for example, have become massive winners. And you look at where Micron is today, look at this stock. I mean, it's trading almost at $1,200. SK Hynix, it's not listed in the United States. Recent reports said Micron's HBM capacity is effectively sold out through 2026. And investors are treating Micron earnings as a key health check on the entire AI trade. And the AI trade also is about all the ancillary pieces for data centers. So, like turbines, transformers, GE Vernova is a turbine play, switch gears, transmission lines, grid updates. So, I mentioned GEV, another ticker that I really like and I have exposure to is VRT. That's Vertiv. And this stock has continued to move higher as well, setting new all-time highs again here today. GE Vernova recently raised guidance due in part of the surging demand from AI-related data centers, and Vertiv is in that same boat as well. Cooling is also a massive industry with inside these data centers. The AI servers being deployed today are so much more power dense than traditional service. So you need liquid cooling, you need power distribution, you need thermal management. So you've got some interesting tickers here. We mentioned VRT, that kind of fits into that bucket. AAOI is another one. So we'll pull that one up, take a look at this chart. Okay. Applied Optoelectronics. Now, this stock still down pretty significantly from where it was. I think it could have a massive comeback, given with the where we are with the build out here, but also network testing. Networking is a hidden winner. A lot of people talk about memory, and I like memory, but a lot of those stocks have already moved. I'm going to give you some fresh things to look at. One is Viavi. Now, this stock has moved up pretty significantly, but I think it's still very early days here for Viavi. It's a $50 stock right now. I think we have a lot of runway on this stock, VIAV. Another one I'll give you is AVGO. That's Broadcom. Broadcom is cooled down a little bit off its most recent, crazy run-ups, but I think Broadcom still has a ways to go because they're in this optical networking space, the interconnects for AI and the fiber connectivity. Then you've got, you know, data center builders. And a ticker that I've been in for a while, I still don't think it gets the love that it should, is Applied Digital. This is another one that I've owned since around $20 a share. Then you've got, the irons of the world. I've been into this one for a while now. Iron, after it recently, had a big price pump coming down a little bit. I think this is an interesting stock still. I think there's still a lot of upside. Same thing with Cypher. And then probably the third one that goes unnoticed a little bit would be TeraWulf. And that's ticker WULF. This stock still looks extremely well, extremely solid as well. And I think there's a nice runway here for all of these type of plays. So, some names that I mentioned, Micron, GE Vernova, Vertiv, Viavi, VIAV, Applied Digital, Iron, Cypher, TeraWulf. The AI trade is not dying, it's evolving. And I think the first phase was about chips. The second phase is about memory. The third phase, which I think we're into now after the memory trade, and it's still going to play out solid for chips and memory, but I think you have more upside with power and cooling, network testing. And if this thesis is right, some of the biggest winners now of this back half of the decade, they might not be NVIDIA. They may be companies building the infrastructure that makes AI possible, right? And so that's what I wanted to kind of bring to you guys today, give you all some tickers that you may have not heard of before, but also building out a strong portfolio in these winners that have been proven, like Micron, GE Vernova, NVIDIA, AMD. This is how I'm building out my AI tech stack, and robotics is going to be another big part of this. Humanoid robots. We're going to be talking a lot about that on the channel as well. So again, make sure you guys are subscribed. I appreciate you all for watching the video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.